Hey guys, and welcome to the Coin Mining Geek channel here on YouTube. I'm Jace, and welcome to episode 5, where we dive into a really important subject, an exciting subject: what crypto miner is right for you. So without further ado, let's head on over to the mining cave downstairs.
Coin Mining Geek team. Hey guys, so we're out here in front of the L3 Pluses, which we've got down in the garage. And all the while they are switched on, they are making coins. So guys, we're here today to discuss, this is a little bit awkward actually in selfie style. I'll go and get the other half and she can film. So that's better, guys. So we're down here with our current setup with the Antminer L3 Plus.
Wait. Hold on, it's really loud in here.
So, now that it's quieter in here and we've stopped making coins, today's video, guys, is all about figuring out what the right miner for you is. Now, I personally purchased the Antminer L3 Plus. Now, why did I purchase it? Because it was cheap and it made money. And that's what we're going to figure out today, guys. We're going to head straight into a tutorial. We're going to use a combination of amazing resources and figure out what the best miner is for you. So let's head into that now. So guys, before I go ahead and share my screen and go through a tutorial with you, there's 3 main things we're going to be looking at today as to how to pick out the right miner for us. The first one is going to be the efficiency or the profitability of the miner, followed very closely by the price of the miner because it's got to come within budget for us. And the final thing is going to be the size of the miner. So whether that's that you pick a small miner or a really big miner. Okay, sorry, last thing, before we go into the screen share, I need you to understand the electricity side of things first, because some of these machines are big machines and draw so much power. Some of these are drawing 3 to 3.5 kilowatts of power constantly. Now, if you're in the United Kingdom like I am, guys, you have on average a 13 amp power supply per plug. Okay, if you have a twin socket, that means it's 13 amps split between 2. Now, as a rule of thumb for safety in electrics, now this is not electrical advice. If you are confused by anything I've said, please go and get a qualified electrician to help you out and explain this before you go and buy a miner. But as a rule of thumb, if you have a 3-pin UK plug setup in your house, you have 13 amps per plug. To help you understand the safety of this, you can only use 80% of that maximum power safely all the time. So that means on a 13 amp plug, you can use 10.4 amps maximum all the time. Now, what does this equate to in kilowatt power? This is 2.5 kilowatts of power total. If you have a 2600 watt, 2600 watt machine, 2.6 kilowatt machine or above, you cannot use it on a UK plug. Now, I'm not sure about all the other supplies, guys. I know that the American power supply is more often than not 110 or 120 volts, which means, not diving too far into this, but if you have 110 or 120 volt supply in America, then you have to actually double the ampage. So say, for example, my little L3 Plus machine is running just over 3 amps. If you've got a 110 or 120 volt supply, it's more like 6 to 7 amps of power that it requires. So I know this sounds quite confusing, guys, and if it is too much for you, please go and ask a qualified electrician and do some due diligence with regards to that. But all I'm trying to say is you can get a maximum of a 2.5 kilowatt machine for a 13 amp plug inside of the UK. If you're watching this here in the UK, or work this out relatively, I'm going to put a resource down below where you can work out the amps and the volts calculator. That will give you the maximum size of machine that you can buy. Now you can go ahead and look at the profitability and the efficiency of these machines and go and do some due diligence before you get excited about looking where to order one of these from. So right, guys, now you're hopefully aware of how important understanding the electrics is. Now we can look into the profitability and the efficiency of these machines. So let's head on over to one of my 2 favorite resources, which is asicminervalue.com. Now, before you get too wound up with these figures being like, oh my God, £158 a day,
and looking at those pound signs rolling around, I want you to come all the way to the bottom of this home screen, right the way down, and enter these details, local preferences, your default currency, wherever you live, whether that's the Japanese yen, the US dollar, whatever it might be. And if you don't know your electricity cost, find out from your supplier what it is per kilowatt, because then you can be really, really accurate on knowing and understanding the profitability of your machine. The last thing you want to do is be really, really close to one of these profitability scales, because yes, there are miners like this that cause negative profitability. So it costs you to run them. It doesn't produce profit for you. Hit apply, and then you're going to come back up to this list. And as you can see, the orange ones are the ones that are close to breaking even and above. Yellow it's doing pretty well, and then the green scale goes right up to this behemoth of a miner, which is £158 a day on the eTash algorithm. So here we go, guys. Quick overview: Bitmain Antminer E9, that's the make and model. 3GH is the hash rate of it here. It's not released yet, as you can see. It says coming soon. The power is 2,556 watts. Now, after the explanation of the electric, that is probably not safe to run at home in the UK. And
guys, quick side note, please don't buy an ET hash machine, an Ethereum Asic mining machine, because Ethereum is moving from proof of work to proof of stake. Now, if you don't know what that means, please go back to the very first Coin Mining Geek channel video and watch that video. It'll explain in detail what that means. But basically, Ethereum is going from proof of work to proof of stake. So your Ethereum mining machine will not work when that happens. It's going from ETH to ETH 2.0 sometime in Q1 or Q2 of 2022.
And so now, have a browse through this, guys. Look down through this and see which machine that you want to do a little bit more research in. Have a look at these power consumption figures in accordance with your electricity that you have at your house or that you're able to use. And then the other one to use, guys, is my love, minerstat.com/coins. Now, I've looked at some of these coins here. If you know and have a bit of a love affair with the coin that you want to do, like, for example, mine, I want one of these machines here, which is called the Grin coin. If you look, just because of the ticker symbol, but they are very efficient. You can go ahead and click on one of these. So if I click on the Grin coin, I head on over to profitability right here. Then you can look down, and again, it lists all of these machines. Again, be sure to put in the pool fee. If you don't know about mining pools, I strongly suggest you go back and watch the last video, video number 4 on the Coin Mining Geek channel, where it gives you all the information you need about a crypto mining pool. Put in the percentage, which is about 1%. Put in your currency, your electricity costs again, and then hit calculate, and it's going to give you an accurate figure on the daily profit. Notice you've got your costs here, your total daily income, and here's the efficiency. And generally, the higher the number, the better it is. So if you look, the top profitability for this is not the most efficient one. If you look just down below, the G32-500 is actually more efficient than the G32-1800. So be very, very careful, guys. Enjoy doing your due diligence. Go back through, have a look at the various coins. Look at the coins you maybe want to invest in. It doesn't have to be the most profitable one, guys. I bought my L3 Plus just because I wanted to start mining. I love the Dogecoin, even though I know I probably shouldn't. I've been burnt with it in the past with profits, but I just wanted to start mining so bad. That was one that was profitable machine, which was turning money, which I think it does about £2 to £5 a day, depending on where we are in bull or bear cycle. And it's still profitable. So guys, go ahead, use these resources. I'm going to put them down in the comments below. Find the machine that strikes a bit of a fancy for you. And then the important thing is that you go and do your due diligence and find out the price of these machines. Now, I'm going to put some links below of links that I trust and know that they will be able to source a price for you and actually deliver the machine, which is what you've got to be careful of.
Whew! I know that was a lot of information. We covered electrics, safety, efficiency, size of miners, whether or not you can even host them in your house. Now guys, there is another way of hosting these hugely profitable miners. It's called remote miner hosting. Now I'm just building some relationships right now abroad where you can remote host some of these machines, but I haven't got any links to any places that I know, like, and trust yet, because I haven't done it myself, but I am due to soon. I want to host one of the huge behemoth L7s abroad, so I'll keep you up to date with that. Now there is a whole host of resources down below, guys, from coin Minerstat to Asic miner value to the electricity converter, and some of the website resources where I go and search for the prices of miners, but you're going to want to do your own due diligence. The sites down below I know to be reputable from other sources to be able to buy miners. Please be so careful if it looks too good to be true on price and they're asking that you can only pay in cryptocurrency and it's not one of the sites listed below. There is an opportunity for you to lose your money and never receive a miner. So please be careful, guys, okay? That being said, next video coming up, guys, is very exciting. I'm going to show you my very small miner setup. I've given you a couple of glances, but I'm going to go through why I set it up, how I set it up, and there is a couple more miners coming just this week, which is very exciting. And that's going to change the whole setup. So I'm going to do an update video for you guys as well when that happens to show you why I've moved certain things around and how I've strategically placed things for stuff like heat, airflow, etc as well. So stick around for that one, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, drop me some questions below and I'll do my very best to answer them, being the noob that I am. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you for the next one on the Coin Mining Geek channel.